Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi guys, how are you? I hope you are all fine and happy. Here we are to learn and to practice English with me, Riza Pranita. Before we start, let's pray first. In this session, I'm going to share about conjunctions for grade 8 related to the context subject. Now, what do you think about conjunctions? Yes, it's about connecting words, sentences, clauses, phrases by using a word or in pair. And how about the learning outcomes? It is to gain your ability to apply the elements of conjunctions in oral and written personal context by providing and asking for information related to personal experiences in the past, short and simple, according to the context of its use. There are three kinds of conjunctions that we should know. First, coordinate, second, subordinate, and the third, correlative. Let's see the first one, the coordinate. What is coordinating conjunctions? Yes, it connects words or groups of words that are independent of each other. In another way, it connects words, phrases, and independent clauses. The coordinating conjunctions give equal importance to the words or sentences they connect. The words that use in coordinating conjunctions: for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. There is a famous acronym for this. It is called fanboys. Now let's see the coordinating conjunctions in sentences. The first one, Didi was here yesterday. Ali was here yesterday. We can put it together. Didi and Ali were here yesterday. Next, she was young. She loved to join the competition. It becomes, she was young and loved to join the competition. Another one, did we go to the movie? Did we go to the beach? The coordinating conjunctions here, did we go to the movie or the beach? Next, it was raining. They were not wearing raincoat. They were not carrying umbrellas. It becomes, it was raining. They were not wearing raincoat, comma, nor were they carrying umbrellas. The last one, we tried hard. The project was still unfinished. The coordinating conjunctions here, we tried hard, comma, yet the project was still unfinished. Using coordinating conjunctions, there are some rules for the punctuation that we must follow. First, when using a coordinating conjunction to connect two independent clauses, always put a comma before the conjunctions. For example, the kitten was hungry, comma, so I gave him milk. Second, when using a coordinating conjunction to connect two items, do not use a comma. For example here, I like soup and noodle. The third, when using a coordinating conjunction with a list of items, 3 or more in number, the comma before the coordinating conjunction is optional. For example, my mom was pretty, humble, kind, comma, and patient. You may put comma here or without comma before the conjunctions. Next, let's continue to another conjunctions, which is a class of coordinating conjunctions. It is conjunctive adverbs. Conjunctive adverbs is a type of adverb that joins two independent clauses or sentences. They are used most for transition, whether from sentence to sentence or from paragraph to another. In addition, the conjunctive adverbs used to show adding extra information as an alternative to and. They are in addition, additionally, moreover, furthermore, similarly, likewise. The second, to show contrast, as an alternative to but. They are, however, nevertheless, nonetheless, still. The third, to show cause and effect, as an alternative to so. The words are, therefore, as a result, consequently, thus. Next, let's pay attention to the punctuation rules for conjunctive verbs. When a conjunctive verb connects two independent clauses in one sentence, it is preceded by a semicolon and followed by a comma. For example, I slept late last night, semicolon. However, comma, I did not find any difficulties to get up early. The second one, if a conjunctive verb is used in any other position in a sentence, it is set off by commas. Example here, she went to the market for groceries. Moreover, comma, she walked alone. The homework was quite tricky. I could do it, comma, however. Besides coordinating conjunctions and conjunctive verbs, there is subordinate conjunctions that connects a subordinate clause with the clause on which it depends, the independent or coordinate clause. It shows the relationship between a dependent and independent clause. The words are although, though, as if, as though, because, if, since, that, unless, whereas, while. Two conditions for punctuation rules. The first conditions, use a comma between the two clauses when the dependent clause is placed first in a sentence. For example, since we moved to Medan, comma, we traveled a lot. Another example, while you were sleeping, comma, I came to your house. Next, because it was raining, comma, we could not go to camp. The last one, if you knew, comma, it was a great movie. Now let's see the difference. The second condition, do not use a comma between the two clauses when the independent clause is placed first in a sentence. Here we are. We traveled a lot since we moved to Medan. I came to your house while you were sleeping. We could not go to camp because it was raining. It was a great movie if you knew. You can see the underlined sentence here for the first conditions and also for the second condition. The last but not least, it is a correlative conjunctions that are used in pairs. It connects two equal grammatical terms and maintains the parallel structures of a sentence. I'll show you the common pairs of correlative conjunctions. Both and, not but, not only but also, either or, neither nor, whether or, though yet, although yet, as, as many as, such that, rather than, no sooner than, scarcely when, if then, since, therefore. Details, let's see the example of correlative conjunctions. First, we bought them all, comma, not only chicken, but also beef. They chased after the bus as fast as a horse. The third, he rather drank soda than water. The last one, if I was joining to the theater, then I could meet and greet the players. How about the punctuation rule? If you can see, the punctuation rule is quite the same. It is set off by commas. Furthermore, we will find the conjunctions in paragraphs. Here, the title is Watching Movie. My sister and I went to see a film last night. It was an American movie called The Lost Flight. It was showed how people can quickly change when they have to look after themselves in the jungle. It was an interesting film about a plane which crashed on a small empty island in the Pacific Ocean. Although the passengers were safe, nobody knew where the plane had crashed, so the passengers had to learn how to hunt for food in the jungle and how to catch fish from the sea to eat. After a few weeks, the passengers were eating raw fish and meat. After they had been on the island for 2 months, three of them made a boat and sailed away to find help. But their boat sank and they were drowned. The film ended without saying whether the passengers were rescued or not, but my sister and I enjoyed the film. So, what do you think? Can you notice the conjunctions in that paragraphs? Definitely yes. There are some conjunctions attached on the paragraph. Let's see in the first paragraph. There is one conjunction. It is when. In the second paragraph, we can see there are three conjunctions. They are although, so, after. In the third, yes, there are two conjunctions. After, but. For the last one, there is one conjunction there. It is but. To know more about conjunctions in written, as a practice, you can observe or read a story or a newsletter to find out how conjunctions used in sentences regularly in joining phrases, clauses, or groups of words. Let's see our summary for the session. As we know, conjunctions are some of the most widely used words in the English language. There are three kinds of conjunctions that we have to remember: coordinate, subordinate, correlative. Whereas coordinating conjunctions connect words or groups of words that are independent of each other. In a simple way, it connects words, phrases, and independent clauses. Coordinating conjunctions give equal importance to the words or sentences they connect. Then there is another conjunctions, which is a class of coordinating conjunctions. It is conjunctive adverbs. Conjunctive adverbs is a type of adverb that joins two independent clauses or sentences. They are used most for a transition, whether from sentence to sentence or from paragraph to another, such as used for adding extra information, contrast, and cause and effect. Well, there is subordinate conjunctions that connects a subordinate clause with the clause on which it depends, the independent or coordinate clause. It shows the relationship between a dependent and independent clause. The last one is correlative conjunctions that are used in pairs. Correlative conjunctions connect two equal grammatical terms. It maintains the parallel structure of a sentence. In writing, applying punctuations can be very confusing, especially in longer sentences that also include lists of items. Moreover, the punctuation rule is quite the same. It is set off by commas, however, the semicolon. In addition, conjunctions may change their part of speech according to their contextual place and use. Okay, that's all for now. I hope you got the essential information from this session. Be active, be healthy, and be happy. Keep learning and practicing. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you.